YouTube, what's happening? It is Friday, February 28th, and we're going to cover some NHL now. We have 3 games on the slate. Now, I know it's not the busiest slate, but hey, it's still 3 games. There's still potential to make some profits out there. We had 3 games a couple days ago. I went 2-1. So, hey, good deal. So, we have these 3 games. Let's do a little recap of yesterday real quick. There were a bunch of games yesterday and some good ones too. I went 7 right, 3 wrong of the 10 plays I had. You can see Dobson did absolutely nothing. Dude was out there captain cardio all day. Not a single shot on goal registered. Like, all right, cool. That's pass. That's a win. That's a win. That's a win. Strome just not. He didn't do his job. Nothing. No points for him. I think he was on -4 too, which is like what? Like, bro, that's not good. Easy shots on goal. Easy shots on goal. Winnipeg. I said I'm going to pay to find out why they were slight favorite over Nashville. Well, we found out. Nashville won. They won the game. So what can you do? Hayden, Cutter, obviously both did their jobs as well. So good job, 7-3. Absolutely crushing NHL this year. We have not had a red day since we got back from the break. We had one day that was an even day, but everything else has been green. So just I love NHL. I love it. If you want the plays typed out for every single game, or if you want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research, that way you don't have to listen to me babble. All you got to do is go there. Go to the HQ. Simple as that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So we have these 3 games. We're going to break these 3 games down, and we're going to see if we can find some value. So let's go ahead and jump into the first game right now. All right, first game is going to be Toronto and the Rangers, and we can see it is currently Toronto's a slight favorite, 120 with a 6.5 total. Let's bounce over to the goalies. See who we expecting today. Looks like Joseph and Igor, main starters, 263, 293. Joseph's a little bit better statistically, so we'll say a slightly in Toronto on the goalie. When it comes to the numbers themselves, they're both top 7 in offense in the last 10 games, both doing pretty good. However, New York's defense is just not there. They're terrible. 3.7 allowed. Wow, that's a 0.5 negative differential. That ain't what you want. So we have a slight lean. That's a push, but then the defense leans Toronto. So we have 2 slight leans to Toronto now. I could take Toronto money line. I wouldn't feel bad about it. I feel pretty good. So let's see if there's any props though. Outlier, link in the pinned comment. Click a sign, get you a week for free of this stuff. It's awesome. Let's see, 190. The matchups are not good. That's the best matchup down here, which is going to be 3.5 shots on goal. My God. All right, we'll look at it. But then we also want to look at the 100. Is JT Miller under? Miller has not been putting up many shots apparently recently. So, all right, that's good to know. Let's see, under assist for him. No, I'm not taking under. No, 263 is not good enough. I need something well below. I need like a 2.5 or lower to take an under point total. Over point, I need over a 3 to take an over, really. So I guess we'll look at Mitch. Let's look at these 3. So far, I'm leaning Toronto money line so far of the 3. So 3.5 shots on goal. So you're currently averaging 4.3 on a 3.5. It's not the best. You've had a couple games you kind of went, not good enough. Last 5 you're averaging 4. This isn't good enough. This is like a 2.5 number, not 3.5. You need to be bumped down, good sir. I can't trust it. So he's gone under 2.5 in 9 out of 10 games. Pretty good. Head to head. Okay, not bad. Last 20. I don't trust. No trust. No, I think Toronto money line is going to be the play. Yeah, because you had 0, then you popped off for 4. Yeah, the props are just not good for this one. So let's just grab Toronto money line. Based on it's to me, it can even be a pass in this one because it's a slight lean for the goalie, a slight lean for the defense, mainly because of the goal differential and the last 10. So New York's defense just isn't there. We're going to fade New York's defense is what we're going to go with. So we'll take that. We can look at the total. What's the total? It is 6.5 though. It's a little high, so we'll leave that alone. We'll just say Toronto next. All right, game 2 is going to be Kings and Stars, and we can see it's a slight lean to Dallas on the money line with a 5.5 total. We'll head over to the goalies. It's Darcy and Jake, usual suspects, both. Now here's a game where I'm not taking points over at all. Unders I won't even consider here because look how good they are. So let's pop over to the numbers and look. Number 1 offense. So do you really want to go under with the number 1 offense? I really don't know about that. So number 11 offense, both average, almost below average defenses. The dip is even here, but plus 1.2 here. Pretty impressive. LA's getting shots up. Dallas is allowing shots. So we might be looking at King players over their shots on goal because of this defensive matchup and how many they're taking. So so far, I don't know who I'm going to take on a money line or a total, so we're going to prop see what we have. I'm sure, yeah, we have much better numbers here. Under points against a 2-4-3 Jake. Not loving that. Not loving that at all. But you over 2.5 shots on goal, 100%. That's Cobb. That's pretty nice. You shots on goal is always a fun one. I took you last time you played and it hit. You had 2. It worked. I have not taken Byfield in a while. Let's see who else is on here. Wyatt shots on goal. Look at all of these. Oop. We'll look at you. And you is all. It's just all shots on goal. Okay, so let's see. You've been cooking 3.5 on a 2.5 covers, 3.8. That's good. We can work with that. So far, that's the point. Let's see if we can do better. Let's see, 1.5. You're 2.8 and 2.4. Yeah, you hit last time, but the 2 is not getting it done, really. I think I trust Jason more, so we'll take Warren off. No Warren today, sorry. So let's see, Bygold. These zeros are really concerning. Like, some games you're good, some games you're not. It's a 2 average. I'm not feeling that either. Johnson is just skirting the line way too much, so that's a no. You popped off for 3 last time. Your number's 1.8. 1.8 on a 1.5. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Get out of here. And if you have a 2.5 on a 3.2 and last 5, 3.8. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go. Oh, Waterson. That's what I'm gonna go with. So Waterson over 2.5 shots on goal. I think we're gonna go with that. That just seems like he's just doing way too good recently. So we'll just ride this train. Second choice. Oh, I don't know what I would take a second choice. Probably one of the King players that wasn't as good. Probably, what was it? Probably Fogel would be this other choice because he was literally right there at the qualifying line. I take, he's at 2.8 on 1.5, but then last 5 was 2.4. So that would be my second choice. So that's it. Next game. All right, third and final game, Minnesota in Colorado. And we have 280 Colorado with a 5.5 total. Head over here to the goalies, and it is Marc-Andre and McKenzie, the usual, 2.58, 2.50. Both looking pretty good on the goals against. Numbers, offense is good, defense is great. Your offense is a little lacking, only 2.5. So, but they both have positive diffs, which is good. They're getting up a ton of shots. They're not getting many. So why is it 280? I don't know. Let's go to props, see what we got. We have a couple 190s under points and assists against these two. Could be a play. Could be. Not the best new lines. That's a good one. Over McKinnon. I don't. How about you? 100% looks pretty good. And Kale, you're 100%. Let's look at you two. I like me some shots on goal. 2.33 on a 2.5 and a 3.6. Not the best. And what about Kale? 3.8 on a 2.5 and 5.2. Found it. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. We're going this over 2.5 shots on goal. That's just, we're going to go with that. Why not? Look at the shots. He's getting at least 4. The number's 2.5. So I'll take it. 3.8 works. And 5.2 definitely works. So yeah, we're going to take him. Anything else I would even think about taking in this one? To be honest, not really. Unless you want to go under points. But if I got shots on goal, why would I take under points? You know? That's, yeah. Shots are more fun. So we'll do that. I think that's the only plays I'm going to have today. So let's go back to the schedule. Popping on over. Let's look at tomorrow. Ooh, it's a big slate of games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games tomorrow on Saturday. A lot of good matchups there, it looks like. Busy day on the slate. So I appreciate you watching. Drop a like, subscribe. If you haven't checked out the HQ, go check it out, because then you could potentially sign up to get the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheets, do your own research. Other than that, drop in the comments what you're playing today, if you're even playing, because some people don't play. There's only 3 games I see. It's the video gets less views, I've noticed. So other than that, again, appreciate being here, and we'll see you tomorrow on Saturday for some more NHL.